Hello and welcome, I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. So, I'm going to try out playing Endless Space, Disharmony. It's the newest patch for Endless Space. This is a game that I think is incredibly fun. The simplest way to explain it is that Endless Space is a 4X space-based game. 4X, I forgot the definition of, but basically I think it's exterminate, expand, exterminate, explore, and something. There's 4 X's in there, like EX. So Disharmony just came out recently. This is version number 1.1.4. You can switch back and forth between classic versions of the game. Disharmony adds a new race, adds a couple of other stuff. Very neat. Let's see. I'm going to just check some of this stuff. Quality level's fantabulous. Sounds good. Audio's fine. Auto upgrade. Ship designs in queue. No, that's silly. Now, I am by no means an expert at this game. I played it to the end. Ooh, headhunters. What are these? Seeking specific talents in order to find the most appropriate resources. Academy recruitment is oriented toward a certain type of hero. A certain hero type. Interesting. That's kind of cool. So, yeah, I'm by no means an expert, but this is a game that I think is a lot of fun. So I'm gonna be ambitious. I've seen plenty of Let's Plays where people start off, they do like small or medium, and this isn't gonna become like the only game I play, but I am going to go with the Disc Galaxy with 6 players. We're gonna play on hard difficulty. Game speed, I'm gonna leave it normal. All this stuff I think I'll leave normal. The only thing that I am going to do that some people might not agree with is I'm going to turn off pirates, because pirates are dumb. I don't like pirates. Where's pirates at? System balancing, resources. Am I just missing it? All that stuff can be fine. I know it's in here somewhere. I must have just passed over it in here. Pirate difficulty, there it is. No pirates. Pirates are annoying. All pirates do is artificially make the game challenging, like, oh, you've just sent an unarmed exploration ship. We'll blow it up. Why would you have to arm an exploration ship? It doesn't make sense to me. If you're going to explore, then you explore. I mean, who are these pirates and why are they just hanging out in random places? We're playing against 6 people. So we'll go random factions on all, playing on hard difficulty, normal speed, and I need to pick my empire. Now, Harmony, this is the new race that was added in this expansion. I've actually never played them before. So, let's see, should I consider playing as Harmony? The Harmony has been sentient since the dawn of time in the known universe, a fundamental creature born of the energies of the Big Bang. The living rocks of the Harmony are capable of manipulating quantum energies and gravitation. Their mineral nature means that they are closely attuned to planets and rocks across the galaxy. They have an unparalleled ability to identify and exploit natural resources and anomalies. Factions that ally with them share in this unique ability, and those that choose to fight them will find them difficult to dislodge once they have settled in. So they come with these bonuses. They start off with xenobotany. Crowded planets increases the amount of population they get on small, tiny, and medium planets. -1 strategic resource required for an abundance effect. So instead of having to have 4 of a specific resource to get the extra boost, they just need 3. That's actually pretty powerful. Mineral memory can see all strategic resources of visited systems. Okay. That's cool. Efficient stock. +1% food, industry, and science per strategic resource deposits on system. Okay, and then solid citizens. -20% collateral damage against population on system, -20% collateral damage against troops on empire. So they lose fewer troops. Okay, sure, let's give them a shot. We'll go with, we'll play as Harmony. I'm going to change my color to green because I like to be green. And let's go.
The Harmony were born at the same moment as the universe. As old as time, they traverse the galaxies, seeking the mysterious confluence of galactic rhythms they call the core. But that changed forever when they encountered dust. From a single movement to a series of individuals, from a sense of the core to a sense of loss, the Harmony are no longer what they were. But they remember what happened and will never renounce their relentless war against the dust that corrupted them.
Welcome! We are going to disable the tutorial. Alright, so before we... Ooh, new music. That sounds great. Cool. So before we really dive in and start playing, I just want to do a quick preamble and just say, who I think would probably enjoy this game. Let's say it this way first. If you like Civilization 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, you will like Endless Space. It's the same basic model, it's just in space. So that is a very clear-cut game type that you would relate to. If you like Dwarf Fortress, if you like any kind of strategy game, even real-time strategy games, I think have a lot of parallels to this type of gameplay, except that this is turn-based, so it's more like playing chess and less like playing, I don't know, StarCraft or something. I think... And then the issue, though, that you just need to be aware of with this game is that if you've never played Civilization 4 or 5 and found yourself playing at 6 in the morning because you needed to play one more turn, that same exact thing happens in this. So we don't really see much yet. This is the universe. We can zoom out. This is the furthest you can zoom out. As you zoom in, you can actually see the actual planets and systems. The game has a very minimalistic UI. However, it's very intuitive. So left-click selects items, right-click deselects items. If I click on, say, this ship, if I want to deselect it, you right-click. That simple. So let's start off, we're on... Where's the turn counter? I think there's a turn counter somewhere. I'm not really sure. Oh yeah, end turn 1 right there. So it's the year 3000 after death. Kind of funny that they have religion involved. This is our Empire Management screen. This is where... Oh, it also draws a lot of parallels, I think, to a game like EVE Online, also commonly called, Spreadsheets in Space, because you can play it basically from the Empire Management screen and not really worry too much about the actual map. We have planets here, we can rename them. If you wanted to, you can go right here. You could just call that whatever. We'll just leave it what it is. I could rename it Arumba 01 if I wanted to. Going over the interface, this green thing just lets you know it's protected, it's not being invaded, that's the name. The population is counted in units, very similar to Civilization 5. So we have 3 population out of a maximum of 6. This little thing says that it's growing. It will grow by 1 population unit in 8 turns. Their overall happiness is measured here. Happiness is affected by planet quality, buildings, certain race attributes or technologies, that kind of thing. Also, a hero can be allocated to the planet, which might boost their content, their happiness. This is how much food is generated per turn. This is how much industry per turn. Science and dust. Dust is essentially gold, for all intents and purposes. This is what it's currently producing. This is what ships are in the hangar. And if you want to, you can set an automatic AI to control a planet. I usually don't do this ever, but when the Empire gets really large, sometimes it can be much more useful to let them do it. Oh, that's a new button. Cool. Click this button to scrap every building which no longer has an effect on your system. Very nice. Trade routes is something that we'll get later on. It kind of give you extra income. And then this is a list of all the Empire factors, either based on technology, resources, or whatever, that are affecting your units and Empire. So we get plus 50 happiness from faction trait. We're content. We also get plus multiplied by 0 from faction trait. There's that minus 20% less collateral damage. Minus times 0.2 empire size from game difficulty. So because I said it's a hard, it's apparently increased. Our tax rate's giving us increased food. There's our extra population units. We get no gold. Minus 20% science from tax rate. The higher you have your tax rate, the lower... Okay, so it's a slider. I forgot. So, less food, more science. The higher your food science distribution. Oh, okay, that's different. So, this is normally a tax rate. Maybe this is because we're playing as Harmony. Is that because we don't need food? No, we need food. Oh, that's what it is. We have no happiness. That's right. We're completely content. We're not. We don't suffer from approval rating. I'm gonna have to adjust because I'm not used to this this race. So apparently this is a mind and matter slider now, which we can control how much science we get versus how much population growth we experience. Now, at the very beginning, I would much rather have more population. So let's just go. Oh, jeez. Is there any kind of technology that I want right away? These all cost 80 points. Actually, this one's 40. It's kind of a small thing. You can see right there, 0 out of 40, 0 out of 40. Okay, yep. Tier 1 appears to be mostly 40, some are just 30. Soil xenobiology, for instance, can be pretty useful. Gives you planetary exploitation that you can use on most planet types, which helps out with population growth. Oh, I see. Where it says cost 80, that's the actual cost to build the improvement, not the science cost. Let's see. I really do like getting this improvement, this really big boost to technology early on. Or to industry, excuse me. Then again, people create work which can be used to go that. I'm going to go with xenobiology first and then that one. So, let's go look at this then, and if it's going to take 40 science, it's going to take a number of turns regardless. Like I could go right here. I think I'll go with very, very low science for now. Whatever the break-even point is on 4 days. So we'll go 5% towards science, 95% or 10% towards science, 90% towards food. Sounds good. Okay. This is where the diplomacy interactions would be if we actually met any of the aliens. This is our hangar where we can see the ships that we have. We currently have 2. They're named Alpha Fleet and Beta Fleet. I believe you can rename them. So we can call this fleet, for instance, what was that, my scout ship? Yeah. 7 movement units. So we'll call this Scout A. And we'll go with, just for fun, we'll rename this to Colonize. Just so that I can memory, you know, it's a colony ship. And Scout A is a scout ship. Very conveniently named. So we've got these 2 ships here. There's Colonize and Scout A. So I'm going to take Scout A, and I'm going to just let them do auto exploration. Just go ahead and they'll manage moving it around on their own. I'm actually going to hold off... Oh yeah, check that out. We can actually see the stuff before we even have any technology to unlock it. That's pretty cool. I'm tempted to leave him behind, but I'm gonna hope that that planet is something I'm able to colonize. And that's it for turn 1. So we start off with. Do we not have dust? Where's our dust? The Harmony do not see any interest in hiring mercenaries corrupted by dust. Okay, so apparently we don't use dust. Dust was the Harmony's downfall. They see it as a menace and a plague, and no source of dust production will be tolerated on any Harmony star system. Okay. So I guess we don't get heroes. Interesting. This is a Tundra Planet. Tundra does well with science, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no. Tundra is a industry-benefiting technology, or industry-benefited planet. Notice how it says +1 industry per person on Tundra, and also +1 industry per person on planet. So 2 industry if it's used on a Tundra-type planet. So we'll go ahead and use that one. It's going to take 3 turns to make, and we'll go ahead and start playing. I apologize in advance if I'm not an expert. I have not played this game. I have not played Disharmony except for one very drunk little mishap with multiplayer. This is colonizable. It is apparently the end of a path. These little white lines represent paths that can be traveled between star systems before you develop technology that allows you to freely roam. This game also does a really, I mean, it's like a modern version of Galactic Civilization 2 or Sins of a Solar Empire, that kind of thing. Now, unfortunately, oh good, they can make it. This is a small ocean with rich soil. It's an excellent planet to colonize, so we will do that. We're going to colonize there. And since it's made out of ocean, oceans do really well with foods. You know, you get extra food per ocean and extra food per planet. So we'll go ahead and make that one. It's going to take a few more turns because it's only have one population, very little production so far. It's very strange to me not having to worry about approval rating. I'm going to edge that up just slightly, see if we can get just a little bit more science over the next couple days. They don't do fractional population units, so... And I believe we have shortcut keys, do we not? Apparently no. You can use WASD to move around the map, or you can left click and drag. I thought that there were key bindings for this. Apparently not. Okay. Well, as long as everyone's building something, then we're good. Great things have small beginnings. Yes, they do. Exploration event, Rassam. So because we've explored this planet, as familiarity with space travel and exploration increases, more and more events and anomalies are registered. Some of these are simply strokes of luck, either good or bad, while others are complex situations that require decisions and generate risk. The effect from finding that planet is that we have a 25% experience bonus for each battle on heroes, of which we don't get heroes. So this affects us in no way whatsoever. We have no heroes. It's just a random event. Go ahead and let that guy continue to explore. And not much is happening right now. We're just waiting for this thing to finish up. We can convert production into extra food or... Interesting. So we can convert all of our extra production into food or science. This race is very different. Very interesting. I assume we can still win by dominating and killing everyone, right? So Turkana here has finished its planetary exploitation. Each planet can have a single exploitation, which can be modified at will. So if I wanted to, I could just go in here and change it now and try to exploit it for science or food. I'm guessing normally you could do a dust exploitation as well, but this race doesn't care about that, so I'm guessing we can't do it at all. Now we have nothing we can build. We have no science, so would I rather have our excess industry converted into food or science? Probably I'd say food for now, because then I can bump up the science meter all the way up to here for a turn and still get an extra population unit tomorrow, next turn. We'll get 12 science per turn. That'll probably do just fine. I could have sworn there were shortcut keys in this game. 3 more turns will actually pick up that technology. This population has already grown up to level 2. In 4 turns it will have the exploitation complete. Continue to explore. We found Osulo. We can rename it again if we wanted to. Green modifiers let you know that, say this 4 base population system. It's a tiny ocean. It has a good effect on it. And this is an unlocked, or it's currently locked luxury resource that we'd have to find. Orange ones are bad. They hurt you in some way. So on this planet, I would definitely want to go with the Huygen rings here. This would be very good. We can't colonize anything else in this system quite yet, so... But that could be good. And this game is, I'm playing with 6 players, so it could take a very long time. Could be very many episodes. As familiarity with space travel and exploration increases, more and more stuff. Neighbor systems of Gistrad have been revealed. So we were able to find this system just as a random event for finding this system. Neither of these can be colonized without the specific technologies, although, yeah. Arid and desert planets aren't very good because they're high in dust, which we don't care about. However, something like a lava planet, which would have a lot of production, could be good for us. He'll continue exploring on his own, so let's just do a quick check of this. It's going to take it a number more turns to generate more population, so I'm actually going to shift it this way. I want population as fast as possible, because each unit of population provides that many... what's the right way to look at it? Okay, if I wasn't doing this... How do I explain this best? Say, take this planet for example. It's got a base production of 0 food, 5 science, 5 industry, 5 dust. Each population on this system will generate this much of it before any excess modifiers are put in. You can freely move population around if you have multiple planets populated. So just getting maxed out on population as fast as possible is pretty much the best way to boost your industry. So that's why I want to really get this population growth rate quick. However, I also want the science too. So, okay. Well, I think I'm going to take a break here, and I'll see you again in the next video. So thanks for watching. See you soon.